So one of my old soldiers hit me up just recently and he asked me, what are some sauces that I'd recommend he use for his diet if he doesn't like barbecue sauce? And I was like, perfect. I got just the thing for you. Hot sauces are the dieter's best friend, right? Typically, most hot sauces have very few, a lot of times 0 calories and 0 carbs, because essentially what it is, it's like salt, pepper, vinegar, and then some chopped up whatever kind of pepper that the hot sauce is. So poblanos, jalapenos, habaneros, Hawaiian chilies, whatever. So basically you get a lot of flavor with, you know, no nutrition other than maybe a couple 100 milligrams of sodium. The other benefit to hot sauces is that they're non-perishable. So you can keep a hot sauce in your truck, in your gym bag, in your lunchbox, and leave it there, and it's not gonna go bad, and you can eat that thing for Currently, I'm really digging the green hot sauces. So this green pepper Tula, I haven't opened this bottle yet. And then I've been putting this on my meats lately. I've been using the barbecue sauce for my veggies and putting this on my meats. You can see it's almost done there. But yeah, 0 carb, 0 calories, about 200 milligrams of sodium a serving. I don't know if you can see that. This bottle is actually a little bit smug about it. It's like, what do you mean calories? This is the hot sauce. So I'm gonna show you a couple other examples. Next in the shoot, let's talk about mustards, okay? So regular old yellow mustard, honey mustard, and Dijon mustard. Now, typically these are no to very low calorie as well. Now, as you can see, unlike the hot sauce, some of those have 5 calories a serving, 10 calories a serving. Now, be careful with the mustards though, because you might think, oh, all mustard is like that. 0 calories, 5 calories, 10 calories. Some mustards, they put a lot of extra stuff in there, and it ends up being something crazy like 70 calories a serving, 80, 120, 140, because there's a lot of oils and other ingredients. So read the label, make sure you know what kind of mustard you're getting. Don't just assume mustard is mustard and grab and go. Next up, I want to talk about steak sauces. So we're talking A1, your generic kind of A1 clones, Heinz 57, although not really steak sauce, but kind of lump it in the same category as a other than barbecue, but also not really ketchup or anything. These are similar to the mustards in that you won't quite have no calories to them, but you'll have minimal calories. A1, I want to say, is like 15 calories a serving, 4 carb, and 2 or 3 sugar, something like that. So along the lines of mustard or some of the other sauces we'll talk about later. The next sauce is ketchup. Now, if you don't really like barbecue sauce, maybe you're not a ketchup fan, I don't know, but ketchup's a little more tomato-y. And to that point, tomato sauce in of itself is another option, but typically most people don't carry a jar of tomato sauce around. That's kind of more like a cooking ingredient, not necessarily a condiment or a sauce, but you can use it like that. We're not going to talk about tomato sauce in this video. Ketchup, though, is of a similar tier to your steak sauces, where you're looking at, about 15, 20 calories a serving. Balsamic vinegar. So, at a lot of restaurants, when you order a salad, they'll give you kind of like the oil and the vinegar. Just do the vinegar, or do mostly vinegar and like a little dab of the oil. But just the vinegar by itself is extremely flavorful because it's vinegar, and the balsamic vinegar doesn't have no calories, but again, it has very few. It's mostly non-nutritive. So, you know, you're looking at a couple calories, maybe 15 or 20 if you have a really fancy brand, but another very manageable, very flavorful sauce or condiment, I should say, that you can put. Best with things like breads, vegetables for sure, particularly raw vegetables, in my opinion, or for my taste, I should say. And in terms of meats, chicken. But there's a restaurant in Kauai that has a cold steak salad that uses balsamic vinegar on the steak. So it's like cooked steak, you know, you get it however you like it cooked, so like medium rare, whatever. And then they slice that, put that on the greens with like onion and cilantro and stuff like that, and then drizzle balsamic vinegar on it. And that combination, like the cold steak with vegetables, is bomb with balsamic vinegar. So I would give that a try if you're looking for like, what am I gonna eat this with? Now, a word of caution, again, is that not all types of these sauces are the same. You will find some hot sauces, like for example, I saw was it a Cholula or a Tapatio? There was a hot sauce I saw that it had tequila in it and a bunch of other things. So it was a Cholula or a Tapatio, something that typically is 0 carbs, 0 calories, and it had some. It had like 20 or 35 calories a serving. Again, not a big deal, but with like mustards and balsamic vinegars, for instance, you can have a wide range of calories and macros if you don't turn the thing around and read the label. Because, you know, a lot of brands will add extra things for flavor, or to give it kind of its own unique twist. But if you're watching this video, while you are probably still concerned with flavor, because I know I am, you're also concerned with things that fit into a holistic sustainability model in terms of structuring your meals day to day, right? You don't want that one-off 190 calories per serving mayonnaise or something. You notice how I don't have things like mayonnaise, Alfredo sauce, these kinds of things. Generally, like the creamy sauces, they have a lot of fat content in them, and so generally speaking, you're not going to find too many of those that are minimally nutritive, minimally calorically dense. They typically have, again, a lot of fat in them. Some have fats and sugars, so it's just it's self-defeating if you start putting those on your vegetables and things like that. You can basically turn a salad into a bowl of pasta or a cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? So, sauces. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff there. Stay in the fight.